Hi guys, continuation tayo class ng discussion natin before regarding the effect of curvature and refraction sa ating mga measurements. So, bago lang ako class mag-proceed no, sa discussion netong situation number 14. So, i-clarify ko lang no, kung paano ba mag-drawing ng horizontal line. So, baka kasi class ang pagkakaintindi nyo class is that yung horizontal line is always ganito yung orientation, as in talagang horizontal, no? So, ayan, horizontal line. So class, ang pag-drawing ng horizontal line is dependent, no, doon sa vertical axis. So sa case na to, itong horizontal line na yan is applicable kapag ganito yung surface. So, if the surface is horizontal, so therefore, no, yung vertical dyan is pag ganito. So, with respect sa vertical, yung horizontal line or yung line of sight, okay, is drawn perpendicular sa vertical axis. Okay, so sa cases na, let's say, ayun na may effect na yung curvature. So, let's say, ayan. Okay, and then let's say i-consider natin no itong point na to. So let's say point A. So ang gagawin natin class is that mag-drawing muna tayo class nung vertical axis dito. So yung vertical dito is yung perpendicular dun sa tangent line dito at A. So tangent line at A, and then ito yung vertical axis niya. So with that, no, yung horizontal line of sight with respect sa point A is pag ganito. Or yun nga, no, katulad siya nitong tangent line, no. So kung ano yung direction ng tangent line, so ganun din yung horizontal line of sight. So ito yung horizontal line of sight if kino-consider natin, let's say, yung instrument at A. Gets ba yan? So, practice pa tayo class. So, let's say, ito, point B. So, drawing tayo ng instrument. So, mapapansin mo dyan, class, ito yung vertical axis naman niya, class. No? So, drawn perpendicular sa vertical axis. So, ito yung kanyang horizontal line of sight. And then, ito sa C. Okay, so, drawing tayo ng vertical axis. So, therefore, yung instrument nakaganito. So, again, drawn perpendicular sa vertical axis. So, ito yung kanyang horizontal line of sight. Okay? So, hindi siya class na always horizontal, no? Yung naiisip nyo. So, depende siya sa surface. So, kaya, kung babalikan natin, no? So, let's say ito, yung pinag-uusapan is point A. So, nakikita mo, no? Yung horizontal line of sight dyan is para talagang horizontal. While, dito class, kasi hindi ko na-discuss no, yata sa previous video ko. So, kung mapansin mo, itong horizontal line of sight na yan, class, is parang hindi naman siya horizontal. Pero class, kasi yung instrument to be analyzed is at point A. Okay, so therefore, perpendicular no, sa surface at A, ito yung vertical axis. So therefore, ayan. So ito yung magiging perpendicular sa vertical axis na yun, which is yun nga yung horizontal line of sight at instrument at A. So sana gets yun, class. Ayan, burahin ko lang. So dito, so yung kino-consider, class, no, yung point na tumama sa surface is itong sa gitna. So yung horizontal line dyan, class, is ayan, no, ayan yung orientation niya. Okay, so sana nagets na, no, kung sakaling naguguluhan ka kung paano mag-drawing ng horizontal line of sight. Okay, so proceed tayo, class, sa discussion ng last sample problem natin, no, application ng curvature and refraction sa ating measurement. Okay, burahin ko to. So, sabi dito class, two hills A and C have elevation 600 and 800 meters respectively. In between A and C is another hill B which has an elevation of 720 and is located 12 kilometers from A and 10 kilometers from C. So, tinatanong is determine the height to be reduced so that station C will be visible from A. Next is what height of the tower must be constructed to C so that it could be visible from A with line of sight having a clearance of 2 meters above hill B. And then next, what height of equal towers in A and C that could be constructed so that A, B, and C will be intervisible with 2 meter clearance at B. Okay? So, i-analyze muna natin yung mga binigay na given. So, let's say, ito yung, let's say sea level muna tayo class. So, sea level. And then, anong sinabi? Hill A, 600 meter elevation. And then, hill C is 800 meter elevation. So, ito drawing ko siya, let's say, pag ganito. Okay, ayan. So, yung elevation niya, which is itong height na to is 600. While yung sa C, so let's say, somewhere here, dito siya located. So, ito yung C. So, lagay ko to A. So, C. So, ang height naman niya is 800. So, nakikita ba? Okay. So, sabi, in between A and C is another hill B which has an elevation of 720. So, 720. So, let's say, ano ba yung location class? So, sabi, di ba, located siya 12 kilometers from A and 10 kilometers from C. So, let's say, dito na lang siya, no? So, lagay natin yon. So, from A. So, pinakita ko class na curve na yung surface kasi nga, malalayo na yung mga distances na involved. Okay, so, malaki na yung chance na may effect yung curvature dito sa ating mga measurements. So, ito is 12 kilometers and then ito is 10 kilometers. Okay, so drawing tayo dito ng hill na around 720. So, let's say, ayan. So, B. Then, ayan, no? So, 720 meters. So, ang tinatanong dito class, no, is determine the height to be reduced so that station C will be visible from A. So, ang gagawin pala class is from A, no, isa-site niya yung C. So, class, sa problem na ito, merong two possible cases. So, yung isa is that yung B is maging obstruction siya. So, sulat natin. Or may clearance. Okay, pag sinabi nating obstruction, so ibig sabihin na hindi niya class makikita yung point C, no, from A kasi may harang. Yun nga, no, obstruction siya. So, nakaharang yung hill B. So, hindi visible ang point C from A. So, kapag naman may clearance, so ibig sabihin, no, yung line of sight is makakatawid siya from point B. So, ngayon, since sinabi naman sa atin na height, no, to be reduced, so baka ano siya class? Obstruction. Okay? So, assume natin na obstruction siya. So, yung line of sight natin is ganito. Ayan. Okay, so ito na yung line of sight, no, from point A to point C. So ito yung tinatanong sa ating class, no. Ano yung height na to na kailangan nating ibawas, no, sa dito sa hill at B, no, para maging visible yung point C from point A. So, class, paano sagutan yung ganitong type ng problem? So, simple lang, class, no? So, kung mapapansin mo, class, no, sa figure natin, para tayo may trapezoid dito. So, ito yung isang side. Ito yung isa pa. And then, no, yung line of sight na to. And then, itong sa baba na naka-curve. So, parang may trapezoid, class, kaso hindi talaga siya trapezoid. So, ang gagawin natin, class, i-convert natin yung figure na yan into its equivalent trapezoid. So, imbis na curve, no, sa baba yung gagamitin natin. So, mag-drawing tayo ng tangent line dito sa point sa may B. So, drawing tayo ng tangent line dito. Ayan, tangent line. And then, extend natin. So, assuming yan yung parang horizontal line. Okay, horizontal line of sight drawn at point B. So, ayan. So, therefore, class, okay, so, therefore, etong height na ito will become yung HCR nung A measured from B. So, di ba, class, ito yung horizontal line natin, no, drawn at B. And then, makikita mo, yung horizontal line, okay, horizontal line of sight is again, lumalayo na naman siya dun sa etong level surface. So, ibig sabihin, yung paglayo niya na yon is denoted by the HCR and then A, no, para sa HCR for point A. So, therefore, ang gagamitin natin K distance dyan is ito. Okay, which is yung 12 kilometers. So, KA. So, pag nakuha natin yan, class, makuha na natin tong equivalent height, no, dito sa side, sa may A nung trapezoid natin. Okay, so let's say dito naman tayo sa kabila. So, again, no, from the horizontal line of sight from B, so lumalayo na naman siya from the level surface. So, yung paglayo niya na yun is yung HCR and then for C naman. So, ang gagamitin natin, class, na K value is from B, again, papuntang C. So, ito yun, no? KC equals 10 kilometers. Okay, so kunin muna natin, no, yung mga values ng HCR. So that HCR A is equal sa 0.0675 of KA squared. So ilan to, class? So that is 9.72. So, ibig sabihin, i-deduct natin yan doon sa initial elevation, no, na 600. Okay? So, next, yung HCR C. So, that is 0.0675 of KC squared. So, ilan yan, class? So, that is 6.75 meters. Okay, so drawing natin, class, yung trapezoid na tinutukoy ko. So, at A, ito na lang siya. So, lagay natin dito yung at A. And then, at C. So, ito naman siya. And then, ito yung horizontal line drawn at B. And then, ito yung line of sight from A to C. Okay, so ayusin ko lang ng konti. Kita pa ba? So, ayan. Okay? So, i-denote natin, class, yung mga distances. So, di ba, class, ito, yung binilugan ko, is ito yan. Which is equal saan yan, class? edi equal ito sa 600 minus HCRA. So, lagay ko yan dito. 600 minus HCRA. And then, para sa C, so, ito naman yung vertical side. So, that is equivalent sa 800 minus HCRC naman. Okay, so, lagay natin. So, how about naman class, no? Doon sa may point B. So, di ba ito yung B? Okay, and then this distance is 12 kilometers. Ito is 10 kilometers. So, itong vertical side at B, which is ito yan. So, how much naman yan class? So, di ba yung total height, so lagay natin ha, yung total height na to is 720. Di ba may obstruction siya na ang height is height h. So, therefore, ilan yung vertical side at B? Ilan to class? So, this one is 720 minus h. So, lagay natin yun. So, 720 minus h, where yun yung hinahanap natin, yung etong ang h na to. So, class, pwede na nating i-convert ito sa numerical values nila. So, subtract lang natin, no, yung mga HCR. So, wait lang. Okay, so subtract lang natin ilan ang equivalent value nito, class. So, ito magiging 590. 590.28. How about this one? So, that is 800 minus 6.75. So, that is 793.25. Okay, so, ngayon, paano makukuha class itong h na to? So, by, ano na lang yan class? Ratio and proportion. So, paano gagawin yun class? So, let's say, project tayo dito class, no? Ng parallel doon sa base ng trapezoid. So, ibig sabihin, no, yung mga height na matitira dito is, parehas lang sa 590.28. Ito, ganun din. 590.28. So, ibig sabihin, ilan yung matitira dito sa taas class para sa triangle? Kasi gagamitin natin tong triangle class no, para sa ratio and proportion. So, gagamitin natin yung triangle. So, therefore, kailangan natin kunin yung dimension. So, ibig sabihin, kung ang total height is itong 720 minus h, and then itong sa baba is 590.28. So, yung matitira sa taas is yung 720 minus 590. So, 720 minus 590.28. Yan ay magiging 129.72 and then minus h. Okay? So, how about this one? So, kung ang total height, okay, ang total height neto is, ayan nga, 793. And then yung sa baba is itong 590. So, yung height, no, para sa triangle is 793.25 minus 590.28. So, that is 202.97. Okay, so malapit na tayo class sa makuha yung value ng height h. So, extract ko yung triangle. So, we have this one. So, this one is 12 kilometers, 10 kilometers, 129.72 minus h, and then 202.97. So, ayan class, by ratio and proportion. So, ilan ang h? Okay, so height is to base. So, height na 129.72 minus h over 12 is equal sa height, no, nung larger triangle which is 202.97 over yung base nung larger triangle that is 12 plus 10. So solving for the value of h, okay, ilan yan? So ang sagot is 19.009 or 19.01 meters. Okay, so kung mapansin mo class, ang sagot natin is malapit lang dun sa final answer, no, na 18.95. So class, pwede nating i-try class is ganito. So hindi tayo mali class. Okay, so ang ginamit kasi natin, no, na value ng HCR is yung 0.0675. So actually class, there are times na ang formula na ginagamit is yung HCR na 0.067 of k squared. Okay? So pwede nating i-try, no, na instead of 0.0675, gamitin natin tong 0.067. Kung gusto mo lang naman class na makuha and then ma-verify na tama yung sagot natin. Pero sa choices is, I think, sobrang lapit naman na natin sa B. So, kung gusto mo i-try class, i-try mo na lang class and then using yung the same solution, then i-prove natin na tama tayo class na. So, iwan ko na sa inyo yun. So, ang gagamitin ko na lang class is ito na lang ulit na na-solve natin. So, malaki ang chance na ang mga masolve natin, so sa mga next questions pa, 62 and 63 is may konting discrepancy ulit dun sa final answer. So, let's proceed. Saan na ba tayo? So, yun, ito yung kailangan nating ibawas dun sa B in order to make point C visible from point A. So, next question is, what height of tower must be constructed to C so that it could be visible from A with the line of sight having a clearance of 2 meters above hill B. Okay? So, i-redraw lang natin class. Okay, so yan yung figure, no? So, base sa statement ng problem, so maglalagay daw siya ng tower at C. Okay, kasi nga, no, kung the same orientation, hindi mo nga makikita yung point C since yung hill at B is nagiging obstruction. So, ang ginawa niya, para makita daw, so maglalagay daw siya dito ng tower. So, let's say, ayan. So, ang tinatanong, ano daw yung height ng tower na ilalagay niya? In order, no, na kapag sinilip niya, yung tuktok ng tower na to from point A, so gagawa tayo ng line of sight. So, let's say, pa ganito. Okay, so adjust ko lang class yung tower ko. Okay, ayan. So sabi, kapag sinight niya daw, no, yung top of the tower at point C, so that magkakaroon pa daw ng clearance, no, sa B. So ito yung clearance class which is equal sa, anong sabi? 2 meters. So ito is, ayan, 2 meters. Okay, so same procedure lang ang gagawin natin dito class. So gagawa lang tayo ng equivalent trapezoid. So ang best na gawing reference is itong sa B. So drawing tayo ng tangent line at B. So ayan. And then ito yung ating trapezoid. Okay, ayan. So i-drawing ko lang sa baba yung magiging trapezoid natin. So that is, ito yung base. So ito yung mga equivalent height. And then, ito yung line of sight. So, ito yung A. Let's say yung B is somewhere here. Ito yung C. So, define natin yung mga height, no? So, for A, so, di ba class, again, ito hindi naman magbabago. So, this height is yung ating HCR for A. So, nasolve na natin siya before. So, dito sa kabilang side, ito is yung HCR for C. So, para dun sa dimension ng trapezoid, so, ito magiging, ano pa rin, 600 minus HCR A. So, lagay natin. How about dun sa sa C? So, sa C, hindi na siya class na 800 minus HCR C kasi ito na yung height na kailangan natin, di ba? Itong height na ito. So, equivalent yan class saan? So, di ba ito 800, ito yung H, ito yung HCR. So, that is 800 plus yung H and then minus yung HCR for C. So, yun yung height dito. And then, sa B, so, ano yung height dito class sa gitna? Which is, ito yan Okay, so, anong height dito? So, given that this one is 12 kilometers, ito is 10 kilometers. So, that is what? So, ito 720. Ito is 2 meters na clearance. So, that is 720 plus 2 meters. So, that is 722. Okay, so sana nasundan class. So, with that, pwede na ulit tayong gumamit ng ratio and proportion ng triangular dimension na itong ating trapezoid. So, ito siya, no? So, zoom in natin. So, simplify muna natin to class. Ilan ito? Yung height sa may point A. So, that is 600 minus 9.72, which is, that is 590.28. Okay, so therefore, ito is 590.28. Ganon din dito. Pero yung total height, okay, ilan ba yung total height niyan, class? So, that is 800 minus 6.75. So, still, ito is magiging 793.25 and then meron lang siyang plus H. Okay, so, dito tayo sa, triangle na dimension. So, itong sa gitna, ito is magiging 722 minus 590.28. Ito is magiging 131.72. How about this one? So, ito magiging 793.25 minus 590.28. So, magiging 202.97 and then may plus H. So, ayan class. I-redraw lang natin. Okay, so by ratio and proportion, we have 131.72 over 12 and then 202.97 plus H divided by yung base nung malaking triangle, which is 12 plus 10. So we have what value of H? So sagot is 38.52 meters. So this one is using yung 0.0675. So check natin kung malapit siya. Okay, so malapit 38.52 41. So, tayo 38.52. So, acceptable na yun, class. So, correct. So, last problem tayo, class. Regarding sa effect ng curvature and refraction. So sinabi naman dito, no? What height of equal tower in A and C that could be constructed so that A, B, and C will be intervisible with 2 meters clearance at B. So dito, class, hindi na lang siya sa C naglagay ng tower. So maglalagay rin siya ng tower sa A with the same clearance at hill at B. So drawing natin yun, class. Okay, so ayan siya, no? So maglalagay daw tayo, class, ng equal tower. So let's say ito 'yon. So kung anong tower ilagay ko diyan, class, yun din yung tower na ilalagay natin sa C. So same height sila. Okay, so let's say ayan. So tinatanong yung height ano? So lagay natin to height h. So ito height h na rin. So kapag daw sinight niya from the top of tower from A to top of tower from C, so ito yung magiging line of sight niya. Okay, so tumugma. So sabi, kailangan daw merong clearance at B na 2 meters. So again, ko-convert lang natin yan, class, sa equivalent trapezoid using yung horizontal line drawn at the base of B. So ito. And then ito. So kunin lang natin yung dimension ng trapezoid. Okay. So still sa baba, ito is yung HCRA pa rin. And then ito is yung HCRC. So ayan. So yung converted trapezoid is ito na siya. Yung line of sight is ayan. So kunin lang natin yung dimension again. So for the left side, no, sa A, so this one is 600 plus H minus HCRA. Okay? Dito sa C, this one is 800 and then plus H and then minus yung HCRC. So sa B, which is somewhere here, so this one is 12, this one is 10. So sa B, that is 720 plus 2. Okay, so we know, no, meron na ulit tayong same value ng HCRA sa HCRC. So ilan yung equivalent height nito, numerical height. So that is 600 again minus 9.72. So still 590.28 and then may plus H dito 722 and then sa side C, that is 800 minus 6.75. So magiging 793.25. Then again, consider natin yung triangle. Okay, so ilan ulit yung mga dimension nito, class? So itong sa B, this one is 722 minus yung 590.28. So that is 131. Okay, so wait lang. Baka malito tayo, class. So take note, no, yung height na ito is may plus H na siya. So therefore, para makuha natin yung small dimension sa may B, let's say ito yung B. So that is yung initial height niya na 722 minus yung ito, which is equivalent nga yan dito sa 590.28 and then plus H. Okay, baka lang kasi maiwanan natin yung H. So that's 722 minus 590.28 So, yun nga, yung 131.72. And then, ito pang minus h. So, lagyan natin, minus h. Nakuha? So, dito naman, no, yung total height niya is ito. Or kulang pala yung nasulat ko, no? So, 793.25. Dapat meron siyang plus h. So, yung matitira dito is yung initial height niya na 793.25 plus h minus yung sa baba na to, which is still the same dito. So, 590.28 plus h. So, magka-cancel yung h dyan. So, magiging 790.25 minus 590.28 na lang. So, that is 202.97. So, sana nakasunod, class. So, i-redraw natin yung triangle. So, let's say, ayan na lang siya. So, 12, 10, ito is 131.72 minus h, ito is 202.97. So, with that, masasolve na natin, no, yung height of the tower by ratio and proportion. So, by ratio and proportion, we have 131.72 minus h divided by 12. And then, for the larger triangle, so that is 202.97 divided by 12 plus 10. So, ayan. So, ilan ang height h, class? So, sagot is 21.01 meters. Okay, so meron kayang malapit sa choices. Okay, so 20.95. So, correct, no? Correct yung mga sagot natin. So, ayun, class. So, hanggang dyan na lang siguro, no, yung discussion natin regarding sa effect of curvature and refraction sa mga vertical measurements natin. So, sana na-gets nyo siya. So, sa next video natin, class, pag-uusapan naman natin, no, yung mga error naman na ma-encounter natin sa measurement of angles naman. Okay? So, ayun. Thank you guys for watching. See you next time. So, God bless.